you're going to witness one woman's extraordinary and emotionally fraught quest to solve the mystery of her own birth. She's on the hunt for her biological mom who gave her up for adoption, and we are with her every step of the way as she unearths the clues that lead to a surprising, dramatic, and life-changing conclusion. Here's my Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts for our series, Face to Face.
A baby girl born on a fall day in Ohio. But for that little girl now grown up, so much about herself is still a mystery.
Who I looked like, about where I got my giant teeth, about why I was different than my sister or my mom and dad.
Teresa Stenson was adopted, and for the entirety of her life, her past has been sealed. But just last month, a celebration both historic and humbling. Teresa joined hundreds of Ohio adoptees who for the first time can request their birth certificates, a single piece of paper that could bring them face to face with the parents who gave them life.
How big a day was that?
Probably one of the biggest days of our lives. These were the first to stand in line to obtain their original birth certificates.
Joining her at the front of the line, her sister by adoption, Vanessa Navas.
Good morning.
Sonia Kimball.
That'll be $20.
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
They were all born in Ohio. And this law that was passed opened records for adoptees between 1964 and 1995. It affected 400,000 adoptees.
Ohio is the newest of only 12 states to open adoption records. Teresa Stenson and her sister Vanessa grew up in the small town of Middle Branch, Ohio, just north of Canton. They say theirs was a happy childhood. But like so many adoptees, they've long wondered, what's their medical history? Who are they?
I mean, just millions of questions. Where did I come from? Did my birth mother ever think about me?
Ever think about you, ever want you?
Both. When my mom said to me, your birth mother loved you so much that she gave you away so that we could take care of you.
Did you buy that?
No, absolutely not. And that was innate for me. Even as a young child, I think I was smart enough that that didn't make sense. And no matter what, I always thought poorly of myself. So I was never pretty enough, never talented enough, never enough.
Because in your mind, your mama didn't want you.
Right. She didn't want me.
She says it wasn't until recently she even considered her mother might also be looking for her.
You hadn't considered that before?
Never. Never. Because for some reason, it was easier for me to believe that I wasn't good enough. It would almost be too painful for me to hope, to have that hope that, gosh, she might be out there looking for me.
Teresa applies for a birth certificate and waits for that letter in the mail.
Thank you very much.
This is the first step on a journey 47 years in the making. Meanwhile, her sister Vanessa starts looking for her sister's birth mother and finds a post on an adoption registry website.
And I thought, oh, I'll type in Teresa's birth date. And then on that registry was her birth mother's name and that she had registered in 2001.
There was more. Teresa's possible birth mother attended Lake High School more than 40 years ago. It's the same school her son attends now.
I'm feeling incredibly nervous. It'll be interesting to see if there's family resemblance or anything.
Teresa and her husband Jimmy drive to the school in search of old yearbooks, hoping for a portrait, a snapshot, a glimpse of the woman who might have given her life, then gave her away.
Can we see some old yearbooks? I wanted to look at this one. Okay, let's see if we can find the first thing I wanted to do is look at pictures and see if I can glean anything from that, see if I was maybe really like her, if we had anything in common, I guess.
There it is, in black and white.
I think she was adorable, like looking in the mirror.
Like pieces to a puzzle, her portrait of a past unknown is coming together.
I haven't even opened my birth certificate yet to get confirmation of all of this on paper.
But Teresa and her sister know, be careful what you pray for. The past she seeks could be dark and painful, which is why the supportive sister Vanessa is holding back in her own search.
You don't know what you're going to find, and once you go there, you can never come back.
I think this is where we go.
Hoping to find strength in the story of fellow adoptees, Teresa attends a support group meeting hosted by the Adoption Network Cleveland.
Gosh, I didn't think I would cry to do this. Sorry.
It's here where she chooses to open her birth certificate. There's no turning back.
I'm opening this, and I think I already know some things that are in here, but there's some questions that I have that I hope will be answered by reading it. Okay, so people were saying what they were named. My birth mother gave me the same name as my adoptive parents, and my adoptive parents did not know what my birth mother had named me.
How do you explain that?
Honestly, because I'm a person of faith and I think this is totally God's plan, I feel like it's a little wink from him, and he's saying, listen, you know, I have a plan for your life, and I'm just going to show you this has been your name all along. You are who I meant you to be.
It confirmed that I knew my birth mother's name, which is great. It's proof that I'm real.
And that name led to a real phone number.
Here we go.
The next day, Teresa is ready to make the call.
My heart is racing.
Reach out to a stranger and hear her birth mother's voice for the first time.
Hi, Chris. How are you? I was wondering if I could talk to you for just a moment. I didn't know if you were aware, but they just opened adoption records in Ohio. I actually just opened my birth certificate yesterday, and the birth mother on my birth records was Christine Lewis, and I'm pretty sure that I'm the person that you've been looking for a while.
On the other end of the line is Teresa's birth mother, Chris Shirley. She had been waiting for this phone call for 47 years.
You're kidding me. I'm not kidding. Kathy could be my daughter. It could be my daughter. That's my daughter. I know. My daughter. Well, I just want you to know that I didn't ever want to give you up.
Oh, my gosh.
What was it like for you to know that, to finally know?
That was really cool. That was really cool to hear that.
I just wanted to make sure it was okay that I called you. I just wanted to make sure.
For heaven's sakes, I've been looking for you for years.
When we come back, see what happens when they meet.
This is her street. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
A bloodline no longer broken. Stay with us.